25, 26, 27 years ago now, and it's going strong. We grow every year thanks to your behavior and your smarts. Please welcome the founder of FRC, Dean Kamen.
Just to be clear, he brought me up here so that I could use exactly the right amount of time, filler, before we get started. I'd like to build on a few comments that each of the guests that came today made, but first I want to point out how seriously this state, and I think the country and the world now, takes first. Our governor, senators, Woody. It's a cold world out there today, and leaders of industry, leaders of government, leaders of universities, more and more are realizing what I always hoped would become obvious, that we've got to, first, right, to inspire kids particularly to understand the importance of science and technology. And as each of them have said in their own way, it's not about the robots. It's never been about the robots. We are not using kids to build robots. We're using robots to build kids. And building on something Senator Hassan said, it's not a zero-sum game. In fact, when I came up with first, a number of people said to me, experts in marketing, for inspiration, recognition, science, and technology. That's as bad as, signpost. Anyway, then I was also told, it sounds very, aggressive first. I said, funny, you don't say that about football, basketball, the academy, or people all over the world like to be competitive. And you can be competitive without being destructive. In many sports, they've done that better than we do in other competitive alternative arenas, whether it's business or politics. But I said, no, I like the name first. I like what it stands for. We're going to be very consistent about who we are and what we do. But I refused to take the path of the so-called experts and give up what I thought was a good name, a good vision, a symbol based on Archimedes, one of my heroes. But I also thought, what's wrong with first? What kid doesn't want to be first? And then the more I thought about it, the more I liked the idea that it proves, as Senator said, it's not a zero-sum game because we can have everybody be first. Because all the kids around the world that join first become part of a global network. They're all working together. Gracious professionalism. They're all working together in a cooperation. And by making each and every one of them first, it doesn't require that any of them become second or third or last. But to keep that balance, ethically and otherwise, I think we all have to remember, and that's what I'm going to ask everybody to do in the next 42 seconds. I think it's easy, as you get really into the longer and longer seasons of more and more aggressively competitive robots that are more and more exciting to those cliffhangers in the last 2 seconds, it's easy to get so caught up in what those robots are winning and losing at that it affects our behaviors in ways that we might not be proud of when we look at the clips of it a few weeks or months or years later. So I'm going to ask everybody here, because as the governor said, this is the home of it all. This is the mothership. I think we have to demonstrate the leadership. And I think the homework to everybody here is to help spread the word that we do want every kid to be first. I think the world needs every kid to be first. And to do it well, we need all the adults and mentors and teachers and parents and corporate sponsors to help make sure that we remember what it's all about, and to remember that while most of the robots are going to lose, all the kids have to win. And our behavior as a gold standard for the world, we can teach the world a lot of things that go way, way beyond the technology of these robots. So, I'm asking you all to make sure that you remember more than anything, we want to make everybody first. And you are the models to help do it. Go!